All right, I did something I always wanted to do. I spent a night in a brothel. You know, a bordello, cat house. Actually, I didn't spend one night. I spent 3 nights. Joe here. Thanks for visiting Road Trip Joe, and thank you for watching. All right, a really quick update on Lucille, 5 seconds or less. That's right, she is still a mess. It's been raining here so much, she probably feels abandoned right now. But I spent 3 days at a brothel that's really not a brothel anymore. It used to be a brothel, now it's a bed and breakfast. This really cool couple, Nigel and Jennifer, bought this place last year, and they decided to take this shut down brothel that's in Nye County, Nevada, one of the counties in Nevada that can actually have brothels, and they took it and opened up a bed and breakfast. And this place is like out in the middle of nowhere. I kind of ran across it on Expedia, and I decided, okay, I've got to do this. And I got to tell you, it was pretty cool. After lots of work, they got it open, and now you can find them on Airbnb and online hotel apps like Expedia, which is the way I ran across them. I had a few days, so I just decided to go see what it was all about. The Shady Lady is about 2 or 3 hour drive from Las Vegas and is on Highway 95, about 30 miles up the road from Beatty, going towards Reno. Now, as far as I know, Nevada is the only state in the union that allows ladies of the night. Now, what makes the Shady Lady kind of different, besides being a bed and breakfast now, are the court cases they were involved in over the years. The Shady Lady has some history. The first case was about advertising outside of the county where they operated because the state didn't allow it. So the Shady Lady, along with a couple of newspapers and the ACLU no less, challenged the law and made it all the way to the Supreme Court, who refused to hear the case, so a lower court decision stood, and the Shady Lady lost. They could only advertise in their own county. The second case involved hiring a guy as a prostitute. Men as prostitutes wasn't allowed in the state either, so the Shady Lady challenged it, and they won that one. So they hired a guy named Marcus, and he worked for a few weeks, but quit when he only got a few customers. And yes, his clients, the few that he had, were actually women. Wow, this guy made $300 an hour. I wonder if I could. Today, there's still around 21 brothels left around the state, but that's down from 35 back in the 1980s. I think their time has come to an end. I mean, if you can't have some fun in Vegas, then, well, you can't have fun anywhere. Besides, the bed and breakfast was cheaper than a brothel, and the Shady Lady is a great place to stay. The Shady Lady also has 24 peacocks, 6 little dogs, which they call little people, and a cat named Kingsley that was really quite friendly. The peacocks and the cat came with the place, I hear. Okay, so what did I do in my 3 days there? Lots of exploring, because the Shady Lady is a great place to jump off to a lot of places in Nevada and California. First, I visited a ghost town named Gold Point. They said it was a ghost town, but there's still people living there and mining for gold, it appears. Then I went way out in the desert towards Death Valley to see a house some guy built out in the middle of nowhere. It's called the Hard Luck Castle. Okay, coming down the 9 Mile road, I ran across this. Apparently people leave things here, is that right? My destination's down that way. This is very interesting. Looks like people just kind of leave stuff here. That is Wanda, the fish. This trailer served its masters for 45 years. May it rest in peace, 1996. To the dismayed traveler, look hard, it will tell the time of day. And it says it's got 14-hour surveillance video. There's a $10 donation, whatever, tour, $10 per head. And it says, if not going on tour, don't proceed beyond this point. It's got some dogs up there, and they sound mean. They sound like mean dogs. It wasn't very welcoming, and I decided not to pay the $10. The next day, I took a really long hike out in the high desert and decided to name a mountain. That's right. I named one of the mountains out there that didn't have a name. And I called it the Shady Lady Bedrock. And we're going to name it the Shady Lady Bedrock. The Shady Lady Bedrock. What do you think of that? Here's to the Shady Lady Bedrock. Here's to you. There you go. Yep, I named the mountain, and on the other side of that mountain is Area 51, which is kind of cool. And of course I found some rocks. And then I came across this on the way back. It's a grave. No telling who or what is buried there. But you don't go to all this trouble to bury something out in the middle of BLM land unless you bury something. At least I wouldn't anyway. Oh, Joe here. I'm going back from my walk. And I ran across this right here. It's a grave site. I don't know what it's a grave site for, but we're going to find out. There's no name on anything here. Turn that over. Nothing. No name. No name. No nothing. I don't know what to tell you. Something or somebody is buried here. Nobody would go to that much trouble, and I'm saying it's somebody because there's a little cross there, and as far as I know, dogs and cats and mules and horses are not particularly religious. Maybe it was one of these Shady Lady clients that just had too good of a time. So, if you're out in the west side of Nevada looking for a place to stay, I highly recommend the Shady Lady Bed and Breakfast. It's worth a drive. And Nigel and Jennifer will be happy to see you. Tell them Road Trip Joe sent you. That's all I got.
Running down the same road like so many times before. I've never felt this lonely, but I'm trying not to show. They said it would be easy, still I'm giving all I got. I just want to tell you something, it must have been something I forgot. All this time, it was never enough, so please slow down. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. I'm taking the long road, running on empty. I'll be better this time around. I'm going where you go, if you let me. I'll promise you better days, only better days.
Joe here, walking down from the mountain, the Shady Lady Bedrock, and I ran across this. This thing weighs 6 pounds, and it's solid gold. This is solid gold, okay? Wow, 6 pounds. Let me see. How much is gold now? It's about $1,400 an ounce, 16 ounces in a pound. Ooh, serious. 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me do the math. Okay, this will just take a minute. 10. Oh my God, this is worth about $80,000. Maybe more. 80 to 100,000. You know, I don't need the money. Let's go on. I got a long walk home.